Just hours before my daughter's wedding, I got an anonymous text. No name, just a message. Don't go to your daughter's wedding. Check your wife's garage. I almost laughed. People send strange things when they're bored. I pocketed the phone, tried to shake it off, but it stayed in the back of my mind, gnawing quietly. Curiosity or instinct, maybe both, nudged me. I walked out the garage, slow steps, feeling foolish. The door creaked as I opened it. The light flickered on. And then I saw it. A suitcase, a man's jacket hanging over it, a pair of dress shoes placed neatly to the side. In the jacket pocket, a burgundy and gold tie. The exact color scheme of the wedding. I recognized those shoes. I'd seen them in pictures. My wife's co-worker, the one she mentioned often. Too often. I stood there breathing, my chest heavy, but the rest of me empty. I didn't need to open the suitcase. The truth was already spilling out of the silence. I just shut the door quietly, like closing a chapter. Still, I showered. I dressed, put on the suit I prepared weeks ago, polished my shoes, tied my tie carefully, the way I'd learned watching my father in the mirror. I was still going to the wedding. It was my daughter's day. I wouldn't let my wife's shadow swallow it. But the moment I arrived, I could feel it. The glances, the polite smiles hiding whispers. Her side of the family looked at me like I didn't belong. Even my daughter couldn't meet my eyes for long. I walked her down the aisle because I had to, but her arm was stiff, like she was doing me a favor. That stung more than anything. Once, that little hand had wrapped around my finger like I was her whole world. Now, she wouldn't even hold my arm properly. I smiled for photos, sat where they told me, ate what they served. But I was a ghost sitting at my own daughter's wedding. Everyone knew, everyone but me, as I sat in that hall nodding, smiling on cue. I wasn't really there. I was in the garage again, staring at that suitcase, wondering how long I'd been the joke. I wasn't always this quiet. I worked for everything we had. Started in a factory. Came home with grease on my hands. She didn't like the smell of my clothes, so I changed in the garage. Funny how that's where it ended, too. Eventually, I built a small business. Long hours, missed birthdays, skipped dinners. But every paycheck built our home, paid school fees, filled savings accounts. When our daughter wanted piano lessons, I sold my tools to afford them. She never played well, but she smiled trying, and that was enough. When my wife wanted vacations, I worked overtime. Stayed back, sent them to Europe, to Thailand, to places I never went. I thought providing was love. That love was invisible, practical, quiet. But invisible love is easy to overlook and easy to replace. Over time, conversations with her got shorter. Her phone screen always tilted away. Laughter that ended the second I entered the room. Our daughter followed her lead, talked to me like I was staff, requesting, not sharing. I told myself it was just phases. Teenagers grow up. Wives get busy. Life shifts, but the gut always knows. Still, I stayed, smiled, showed up, paid for everything. Her college, her car, her first apartment. But I had become background noise in my own home. And I accepted that. Until the wedding. The invitation came. My daughter was getting married. I paid for the venue, the catering, the dress. My wife handled the rest. She told me what to pay, and I did. The only time my daughter called was to ask for more money. Not for a blessing, just a budget. I met the groom twice. Both times, he shook my hand like I was a doorman. But I stayed quiet. I told myself, this is love. This is patience. This is sacrifice. Until that text, until that garage, I didn't confront her, or him, or them. I don't do shows. I left the wedding early, told them I was tired. No one stopped me. That night, I sat in the living room. Lights off, just thinking. I wasn't angry, just done. The next morning, I called my lawyer. Calmly, methodically, I transferred the house to my name, froze the joint accounts, canceled the cards. She got the notifications first. She came home furious, ready to explode, but her things were already packed. waiting in the garage, right beside her co-worker's suitcase, still untouched. She looked at it, then at me. I said nothing. She understood. 2 days later, I moved out, sold the business, retired early. Months passed. My daughter tried to call once. I didn't answer. She didn't try again. Then last week, a letter came. She's pregnant. They're struggling. She asked if I'd help. I read it twice, folded it neatly, slipped it back into the envelope. I didn't respond. Some debts I've already paid. Some accounts stay closed. She'll understand one day. Love isn't just what you give. It's what others don't take for granted. I was the foundation they built their lives on. Now I'm just the ground they can't walk on anymore. And that's fine. Some doors, once shut, stay that way.